Hi, my name is Fred Boyd. This is my wife Dawn, and we're in Rocklin, California. We've worked with Prime, specifically with Brent, on several projects, and we've been extremely pleased with Brent because he is so clear, so lucid, and so full of information. We've just loved working with him. I'll let Dawn talk about some of the special things he's done.
Well, just to talk about the process, I started interviewing people, I think back in February, and had interviewed 4 companies. I went on the Nextdoor website and got recommendations from people about who they had gone with. And Brent, I guess, saw my conversation with people and sent me a private message to go into great detail about all sorts of aspects of solar that I hadn't understood or considered. We were so impressed with him, even though we thought we'd already decided on what company we were going to use, that I called the other company and said, we've changed our minds. We're going with Prime Solar. It was probably April, I guess, when we finally the guys finally came out and installed the solar on our roof, and then it was probably another month or 6 weeks before we were up and operational. And even after that point, I've called Brent many times to have him help me with the app that you can put on your phone to see how much energy you're producing, and I've had him help me look at my PG&E bill to make sure everything's going well. They also helped us with a couple other things. We had a hot water recirculating pump that Brent recommended and put in, and then a whole house fan, which we love. He is just incredibly responsive. No matter when I text him or call him, he calls back within a day or so, and we just couldn't be happier.
He is very accessible, and he'll respond right away. Mm-hmm. Another thing he did for us was he put in insulation in our garage.
Oh, that's right.
He's helped explain the bills. Our air conditioning bill is just ridiculously low right now. And he's just done a wonderful job. We talked to so many other people who we felt like they didn't have quite the grip on the entire system that Brent did. My thinking is, if you can't be clear, you probably don't know your business really well, and Brent really does know what he's doing.
And maybe one final thing that I was thinking about was after we started interviewing all the solar companies, I began to think that it was reminding me of what it was like when you buy a car, and just how you're never really quite sure if you're getting the whole story, or if, I don't know, there was just a sense of perhaps not everybody was being totally honest with the information they were giving us, but we never had that thought about Brent. He just seemed very honest, and his integrity came through, and the job the guys did in putting the solar on our roof was stellar. And as my husband said, our bill went down even for the hot months of August. Our PG&E bill was $41, and that might have been for July, but the next month was $61. So, oh my goodness, you can't do any better than that.
And we have the air conditioning on almost all the time.
Yes.
Like it's been very hot.
Yeah, 24 hours a day. So so if anybody has any doubts about what company to go with, we can't recommend Prime Solar highly enough.